Hello everybody, my name is Max and welcome back to the official Line Ball Pool channel for another video. Today we are continuing our journey, getting excited for the King of the Hill Shootout Invitational, which is taking place very soon on the channel. And what we're deciding here is the ordering of the teams who will be playing in the first match, and then what the order will be for those teams on the hill, and what teams will challenge in which order. This will have a big implication on the game, as by starting on the hill you will be playing for the longest potentially. You also have the first opportunity to win, so it's all going to be randomly assigned, as you can see by the wheel that we've got here. And if you want to look a little bit deeper into the rules and the format and everything going on, we play a game called Line Ball Pool, which is a variation of pool. It's quite similar to curling or bowls as I describe it. It's a version of pool I created, and we've been playing little tournaments off of it. So we made a video right back at the start of the channel where we explain the rules of Line Ball. It's called How to Play Line Ball, and you can look into the rules of the general game there. And very recently on the channel, we've done a video explaining what this tournament's specific format will be. So you can follow along at home, watch all the games, understand everything that's happening, and root for your favourite team. So as you can see, we've got a few returning teams from the last tournament: Maximum Impact, Lineade, Red Hot Chili Potters, the Wet Bandits, and Daddy's Clackers as well. There have been a few transfers between different players in those teams, so stay tuned on the channel. We're going to explain who's gone to what teams and what's happening. And we have two new teams playing in this tournament. We've got the Ball Bashers, and we've also got Out of Pocket. So we've got 7 teams in total playing in this format, so we will see which of these 7 teams is going to take home the coveted prize and win the second ever Line Ball tournament. If you want to go and explore the first tournament we did, it's back on the channel. You can view it from the last few months of videos. It took place at the end of 2023, and we had videos going up over a number of months with that tournament format. This one's going to be a little bit shorter because one bit of feedback that we got around this tournament was it being quite long, the previous one. So this tournament, the King of the Hill Shootout Invitational, that's what it's called. It's going to be a shorter format, much easier to digest, and hopefully should be a really nice format for you all. So let's hop in, let's go to the wheel and find out what teams will be playing first. So I've got the wheel up here and I'm going to spin it now for you, and this will determine the order of teams for the tournament. And so game 1 will see just about the Ball Bashers. They will be playing in the first match, so I'll just add that on your screen as well so that we can see that it is going to be the Ball Bashers who are debuting, first time playing in the tournament, and they will be on the number 1 billing. So who will the Ball Bashers be playing in the very first game of the tournament? Let's spin again and we'll find out what that first matchup will be. And the Ball Bashers are going to be coming out against one of the strongest teams from the last tournament, the Wet Bandits. So it's still going to be Hoy and Byron on that team, a very, very strong team from the previous rounds. So I'm just going to mark them in there that the Wet Bandits has second billing, and hopefully that's still displaying nicely. That is showing nice on the screen. So they are the first teams for the tournament. They will play in the debut round, and as it's a King of the Hill format, whoever loses will go to the back of the queue, and the winner of that opening round will stay on the table. That is why being on there is so important. So next, let's move on to who the first challenger team will be. So this is the third billing of the tournament. This team will go third, and it will be just about, if it stops before, it's going to be my team, Maximum Impact. We will be playing the winner of that match. So let me just add that on there as well. So Ball Bashers first, the Wet Bandits second, and coming in third, it's my team, Maximum Impact. That is going to be a really interesting set of matchups at the start of the tournament. Really, really cool. So we've got 4 teams left. Out of Pocket's one of the new ones. We've got Daddy's Clackers, the Red Hot Chili Potters, Lineade, who will be challenging the winner of that next game and being 4th billing in the tournament. It is going to be the Red Hot Chili Potters, and it's a new look Red Hot Chili Potters. In the last tournament we had Brandon and Timmy. This time round we've got Brandon returning, but we've got Kieran Paul joining him, as well as James Bliss. So they are our team of 3. Red Hot Chili Potters are in there, and so they're a pretty new look team. Wet Bandits is also staying the same. They're the same 2 from the last tournament. Myself and Team Maximum Impact is going to be me and Tally. So we are kind of half and half new. So I'm still staying in the team and Tally's joining Maximum Impact for the tournament. And Ball Bashers is Pete and Paul. Their first time playing in a line ball tournament, as well as Tally as well. She's not played in a tournament. And Kieran Paul, who hasn't played in a tournament format yet. You might remember him from the outdoor pool episodes we played on the channel. He is very, very good. So Red Hot Chili Potters, they didn't have a super great time on the last tournament. Let's see if with this new team dynamic they will have a stronger showing. They will be 4th billing in this tournament. We have 3 teams left. Let's see what the order will be for these last few teams. The next team up will be just about Team Out of Pocket, the other new team coming onto the block. But with Out of Pocket, you'll notice something very interesting about them when we come to the tournament itself. Out of Pocket, whilst it might be a new team, they are players and people you already know if you've been watching the channel for some time. So Anki Dams has transferred from Daddy's Clackers to Out of Pocket, and he will be playing on that team as well. And Simran, who did the commentary for the tournament, she is joining the tournament this time. She'll be a player for this one. She has a lot of insight into line ball, obviously doing the tournament and analysis and everything, and reviewing everyone else's games. So it's really exciting to have her actually on the table this time. She's been practicing a lot as well with Anki, so exciting to see what team Out of Pocket will be like in the tournament. And they have one of my favourite logo designs. Anki is brilliant at doing logos, so big shout out to him for the new design of their team branding. And the last 2 teams, we have Daddy's Clackers that Anki came from, or Lineade, and it's going to be Daddy's Clackers. Now, Daddy's Clackers are a little bit of a new look team going into this next tournament as well. If I just add their name to the bottom, and in fact actually we can just, if I could type, there we go, Lineade, will put them bottom billing as well. So that is it. That is the teams and how they will line up in the tournament. As you can tell, we've got the Ball Bashers first, Wet Bandits second, Maximum Impact third. The Red Hot Chili Potters will be 4th, Out of Pocket 5th, and Daddy's Clackers 6th, with Lineade playing 7th. Let me just move that on the screen to a spot that should be a little bit easier for you to read without the text at the bottom blocking it. So just to run you through Daddy's Clackers and Lineade, Lineade will be staying with the same pair that they had in the last tournament. That was Alex and Ardit, and it's been voted for by the fans, by the people, that is the team that is most excited to watch for this next tournament. They had a difficult time in the last one, but they showed so much promise. They've practiced a lot, and they're one of the most well-versed teams in the tournament. So we'll see how that goes. They should be a really good team. And just before that in the billing, Daddy's Clackers. It's a new look Daddy's Clackers. So my dad, John Barrett, he'll be staying in the team, but joining Daddy's Clackers will be Chris Hope. And you'll remember from the first tournament, he was the winter wild card. He played on my team as he was randomly assigned to Maximum Impact. So now he's going to try and make a name for himself again, but this time under the Daddy's Clacker banner. So there we go. That is the order. The first points of the tournament will be between Ball Bashers and the Wet Bandits. Then the first challenger will be Maximum Impact. The loser of the Ball Bashers and Wet Bandits game will then circle back round to the bottom and be under Line Aid in the queue to come up and play the match, and that is the order we will be playing in. It's going to be really interesting to see how this format plays out with the King of the Hill, especially all the rules around what happens if you stay on the hill for a long time playing lots of pool. But go back on the channel, check out the tournaments we've been doing. This video is really for the people who are committed to watching this tournament, so if you're watching it, thank you, and thank you for your interest, and we look forward to sharing the tournament with you very soon on the channel, as well as diving deeper into the sort of tournament transfers and what's happening with all the teams. But yeah, it's an exciting time. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you very soon for some more line ball action.